What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Speakeasy Podcast. First of all, we've missed you. For those of you that have watched episode 1 and episode 2, and what do you know? We were just talking before we ever press record. It is episode 3, Jason. Episode 3.
We made it.
What do you got to say? I mean, did you think years ago that you would, for one, even start a podcast, but much less go to 3? Episode 3?
No, never thought that we'd be sitting here talking, and you'd be down in Texas, and I'm in Ohio.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 30 years old now, so it's not much. You start thinking of like what's next in life.
Yeah,
and
as sponsorship.
Just here's the deal: double your life and tell me where you're at. Because Jason just turned 42.
Wow.
When he lives the next life, he's going to be like 80 if he makes it that long. He's got a wild life.
First of all, I'm 41.
Wow. 41. Oh, shit.
Yeah, you just
41.
42?
Hey. For those of y'all that didn't know, it was Jason's birthday this past week. So, everybody, can we just have a moment of silence to wish him happy birthday?
Happy birthday!
All right, there you go. Beautiful, beautiful. Well, look, man, like I said, we're just still amazed that we're on our 3rd episode. Seriously, guys, and we really appreciate the support we've seen so far. If I had to ask what y'all could do better, feedback, man. Give us some feedback. Tell us if we're good, we're bad. Tell us what kind of topics you want us to talk about. Because sometimes we just talk about what we want to talk about, and it's fixing to start getting to the Call of Duty loadout topic. Do y'all want to hear that? Didn't think so. So send us some topics. What do you got? Jason, what do you got? What do you got to get off?
Well, look, if you're asking me, hey, Jay, why the heck are you wearing glasses? Look, these are the safety glasses. This is so you don't get busted. People, what am I looking at? You don't know what I'm looking at. You know, I'm just minding my business. When you wear glasses like this to the gym, well, go ahead, Derek. Go ahead. I'm just telling you, you can't catch me now. I'm not in somebody's videos.
This is what I want to say. When you park your car in the parking spot next to the handicap parking spot up close by the door, and you put the glasses on, do you wear them in the gym or do you wear them to the door and take them off once the sun is not obviously impaired your vision?
No, they're on all the time because sunset doesn't set on a badass. What's up?
Hey, you know how much are you curling nowadays? But I heard you're going back to the gym as per your wife.
Yeah, so I got the old man bod, 41 and 3 kids, so I'm starting at 10s.
Yeah.
Some heavy.
Well, let me ask you this: At what age do men get ashamed to say that they're going to the gym? Because here's the deal: I know some guys like, I'm going back to the gym, and then some guys, man, they don't even want to say it. They're like, no, I'm just going to go back to the gym. Did you tell Kyle? No, I'm going to do it for myself. I'm going to go back to the gym because you think that they already struggle with commitment, so they don't want to bring other people in and be like, oh, you went 2 weeks again, man. And
yeah. Well, no,
you think that's what it is?
I think that's what it is. I think it's better not to have a partner. Then you're kind of doing your own thing. I hate when people come in there and be like, hey, we're going to do our curl workout. And then they're throwing up 60s and 80s. I'm like, what the hell is this, man? And then you walk out, you're looking like a gorilla when you walk out of there because your arms are hanging down below your
in a perfect world.
Knees.
I don't know if y'all could tell. I've been at it for a solid week now. I went Sunday to Sunday, babe. I worked out one Sunday and then hit it back again on the next, baby. Yes, sir.
Hey, is Texas big on ice baths right now? Like, are you guys
Texas
jumping
big on what?
Ice baths? Like, everybody's jumping in ice baths and hold it for 2 minutes because it's supposed to help recovery. I don't know. I don't do that.
Yeah, I mean,
because I don't want to have a micro penis.
So from what I heard, Texas is actually the head of the technological world when it comes to the U.S. So yeah, I would imagine we're big on ice baths.
Well, no, hold on. Are you talking about Liver King? Because that guy's a fraud.
Is he from Texas?
Yeah.
Is he really?
Yeah.
No joke though. I did.
He is. He's from Texas.
Because I did see. What's crazy is when we had Topless Weekend or whatever.
What? What? Topless Weekend? I don't know what Texas is like.
Boy. Listen.
Yeah.
Listen, don't judge me for that, but I just want to say it was my wife's grandma's beach cabin, and it was the only week that we could have went there for free. So we said, we're going to go. And turns out it was topless weekend, which it is topless. It is Jeeps, people. It is Jeeps. Yes, there is a young community that has turned it into something that has to do with a clothing accessory, but
I'm fogging up.
it was
you got me all hot in here.
It's I know. But needless to say, no, I know that somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, God bless him."
Yeah. So,
hey, by the way, this is no ad. This is my tea, bud.
Yeah,
My tea, homemade. Yeah. So we went there, and Liver King literally had a sand sculpture of himself, and he was like doing push-ups on the beach. So I mean, that was in Crystal Beach.
Yeah, that seems about right. His ego's is about as big as.
Yeah, man.
The guy's a multimillionaire. I ain't gonna cut him down. He made something. He got caught up in it, I think.
So do you think with him just and I didn't even want to go in on that topic, but do you think that you would obviously now call him a scam? Because some people are like, man, everybody does it. Everybody, he's not a scam. You just, I mean, I would consider. I think when you go against what you preach,
yep,
you are a scam.
Yes, I agree.
If you preach steroids,
yep. If he would have came out with it, but he's saying that ancestral milestones or how you want to live, be grounded, get out there and socialize with nature. But if you would have lived that way,
you preach steroids,
yes,
and then you can do steroids because you're telling them like, hey, this is what I do.
Yeah,
you're not a scam.
The ancestral lifestyle. Yep, I agree.
So do you think it would have been okay, and do you think it would have been respectable? The right thing is if he would have said from the get-go, I have used steroids before, but this is the right way to go. Matter of fact, I don't think it's the right way to go because he looked like a cherry. His face looked like a sweating cherry every time you've seen him. And I'm like, how is anybody buying into this guy's health? Like he's sweating in an AC building.
Yeah, but
that's healthy.
But he wouldn't even wipe his butt. He said he didn't have to wipe his butt. Are you kidding? Or do you have a bidet? Because bidet would have saved everybody, a lot of problems during COVID. You walk into the store and all the damn toilet paper's gone. If everybody had bidets, shoot, look into bidets, fellas. It's European. They'll squirt up your butt like a little drinking fountain.
The year of 2024, we're not giving scams no more attention than they needed. Like I said, we're going to bring them up for the third week in a row. Cat Williams started it. We're going to keep it going. We're not 2024, we're not giving scams attention. So Liver King, 2023 was yours, not 2024. On to the next one. Yep. So look, man, I got this thing, and I know I went off on the senior citizens. I want to apologize because I'm a respectful young man. I still consider myself as a young man because I have a lot to learn. I want to apologize because I didn't want to make it sound like I don't like your grandma or your grandpa. I respect them. I say, sir, ma'am, no, sir, yes, sir, thank you, which we will get into that and come back on the thank yous, Northern. But this is what I want to say is Tuesday, I go home from work and I'm going to pick up my kids and I stop at a Walmart to get gas. I get out. I go to check my phone because my wife, she's in the banking industry. So she can move stuff from time to time, So I'm like, look, if I'm still good, So I go there, and this lady, she sits there and says, as I'm getting out, checking my phone, she says, "You shouldn't do that." I was like, "What?" She said, "You shouldn't do that." I said, First of all, have you ever seen an old lady that you just like, bro, I already know she got 7 cats. She may have 5 in the car. I don't know. She may have 5 in the car. So this now I'm sitting here like, what are you talking about? What's your point? You shouldn't have your phone out by the pump. Okay. Why? Well, I'm just gonna. They said they could blow up at any time if you have your phone out by the pump. I said, ma'am, I get what you're saying, but these things are now like they've gotten a lot more sophisticated. They're intrinsically safe. And she said, "Oh, it could be true because I read that in 2012, and And then guess what, bro? The best thing that ever happened. Her phone starts ringing in her back pocket while she's sitting right by the pump. And dude, she kind of gets this like old lady run. She's like, "Oh, look at me. I better put this in the car." Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better. And you need to read some news that is more current than 2012. Don't get complacent. That was my whole point. Jason.
Well, hey,
I'm sorry.
So I want to elaborate on this. So while you're at the gas station, right, do you think Teslas have that issue where you're not supposed to be on the phone?
Shoot, I'm sure them hoes would charge it if you're close enough. Come in.
So hey,
charge it, right?
At a gas station, right? Did you ever go into the gas station? You go in the gas station, right, and then you're on your way out, and you forget to hang up the pump, dude. I've left with it. I've dragged that son of a gun right off, and I went back and I said, "Dang it." Yep, it's happened to me, man. If you got a picture of me, I apologize.
My wife
for that gas station in Texas.
My wife has been, look, here's the deal. I'm not going to talk badly about my wife because she's a saint. It was recently her birthday as well. Happy birthday, babe. Love you, boo. We don't talk like that in real life. But anyways, it sounded good. She'll like it. But anyways, yeah, we're just like, man, you need to kind of get on ADD medicine. Like, and I kind of do. Look, I'm in a lot of different places, as you can tell. But speaking of the gas pump this past week, and this is when I'm like, I've got to do something about this. I'm talking on the phone. Go in the gas station, buy a drink. Hey, man, can I get 20 in gas? I leave the gas station, get into the heap of traffic in Beaumont, and I realize I never got the $20 in gas. And I'm like, God, thank God there was an exit. But I'm sitting there like, dude, you cannot be that. Like, I never have a problem. I have a lot more problems with myself than anybody else. Do you understand that? I'm like, bro, how stupid can you be? $20? And I wouldn't turn it back to get it. I'm sorry, I wouldn't. Just wasn't. But anyways, it's just stuff like that. It's stuff like that. But gas pumps. Speaking of gas pumps, I believe what's crazy is how much do y'all pay in Ohio for gas?
Oh, let me check here.
Yeah.
We still won the war. I just want to tell you, the North won. Look, it's like 318, 285. What are you guys paying down there right now?
Man, I think like 245, 239 maybe.
Yeah.
239?
Yeah, that's nice.
Y'all 239?
Yeah, it's nice.
Thank God the Boston people threw out the tea because we found Red Diamond. The South.
Man, you really want that advertisement, don't you?
Dude, you understand, if I can put it to like almost a gallon of tea a day, dude, I'm drinking 365 gallons a year of sweet tea. And you tell me you can't give me one free bottle?
I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of sweet tea.
That's of your sweet tea. I'm a religious Red Diamond. And I've tried Milo's, and sometimes I'm like, boy, it's good. But Red Diamond's where my heart is.
Yeah.
Because that's home. But so, hey, like I said, man, it's nothing to be mad about that y'all pay too much for gas. You wanted the cons of Ohio. Let's talk about the cons of Texas. Okay, I'll just tell you what I don't like, and you can tell me what you don't like, and we can just add them up and say who's who. Because I think you're overpaying for gas.
So hey, hold on. Well, so is this the tab right here? This is the tab.
Yeah, this is
because like
tab.
you got to reinstate your pros. Reinstate
the
pros. You do one and I do one.
Man, I just think so about Ohio is I want to say it's cold. That's my first pro.
So that's
it's cold.
Pro.
I mean, it's pretty blunt. It's a broad statement, but it's cold. You guys have winter.
So you like that for Christmas, Thanksgiving?
Yes.
You're like, all right,
yes.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate it. So here's my pro. I bet you I'm the tallest guy in Walmart in West Texas. That's a fact.
Tu
West
loco,
Texas,
way. Tu loco.
Yeah.
Yeah,
puta.
Yeah. That's your pro about Texas. Okay.
No,
okay.
no,
that's fair
look,
because,
right,
listen,
that's
that's
one.
fair. I gave you it's cold. You give me you're the tallest person in Walmart in West Texas. It's beautiful.
Right.
Man, I think about Ohio people. Everybody, I think it's weird because I'll get to that in a minute, but the Southern charm. But at the same time, it's like you're real kind to everybody, like right off the rip. Like, how you doing? Yeah? Yeah. Uh-huh. Texas, we're like, what's going on, man?
Yeah, you guys are.
I think you are very friendly off the jump, and I like it. You know, it's a good thing. It's a good vibe. I feel like, but here's the deal is, y'all do that, right? But I feel like if I went in to hug you, you'd be like, that's the difference. That's the difference, bud. That's the difference. Them Southerners will take you around the neck and will say, I got you, little brother.
Okay. All right. Well, look.
Go ahead.
So, all right. Well, look, I appreciate that. So there's 2 pros that you give us, all right? So the second one, you guys know, out of all the places, so I used to drive from Ohio all the way down to Kentucky, Nashville, West Virginia, or Tennessee, and then Arkansas. The best place, where do you think the best place the gas station is? Best gas station ever.
7-Eleven.
Come on, Derek. Come on. You know it's Buc-ee's. So Buc-ee's, if you guys ever check it out, I'll say it again. Buc-ee's is by far the best bathroom.
I think they're getting a Buc-ee's in Ohio.
I hope so. I would personally drive up there just to check it out.
I think they are getting a Buc-ee's in Ohio. Okay,
good.
Okay, I'll look it up. But look, man, I appreciate you for being kind about being the tallest person. So now you're kind of making fun of us.
What I said?
Because
Buc-ee's.
let me tell you something.
I said Buc-ee's.
I know we've got a large majority of the state of Latinos. I don't know how y'all feel about them, but those amigos are my familia. That's my family right there, big dog. We embraced them. So you got a problem with them, you got a problem with me. Okay,
Yeah.
SA?
Yeah.
So first of all, and thank you for complimenting Buc-ee's for their clean bathrooms. We also got the Texas Longhorns. We also got the Houston Texans. We also got the Houston Astros, two-time world champions.
Hey,
I don't know if you like it or not. What's your problem, baby? Hook them.
Well,
we also got Matthew McConaughey,
I know.
Beyonce.
I know you love talking about Texas. Everything's big in Texas, right? I get it. But you gave me 2 pros for Ohio.
I'm sorry, I did lose it.
Hey,
I did lose it.
Hey, do 3 and 3. Do 3 and 3. I know you. Hey, look, I know you. Hey, Texas Forever. What's that movie from? Texas Forever.
Yeah.
That's
Man, seriously
movie.
though, no. What I really
movie.
do like about Ohio, I really do like the vibe. When I go up there, man, everybody's super kind. Everybody's it's just it feels like it's Christmas, like from like fall to like March, dang near. It's just cold and it's like a cheerful spirit. It's I think in Texas where we have learned to go bam, 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 with the industry, and I think Ohio kind of took the Hallmark version and like, oh, let's set it back, man. Let's have a cup of coffee out of here, bud. Don't nobody go to work at 7.
All right,
I got a ciabatta bun right here.
I got
a cup of coffee. Have a seat.
Do you have one more?
That's what I feel. I think Ohio's got good energy, bud.
So number 3 is Hallmark, right? We're a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
Because I got a third one for you guys. Look, Texas is awesome. When I heard of back road, and I'm like, what the fuck is back roading? Do you guys know what back roading is? Because I had no idea until they told me. They're like, yeah, you get some beer, you go on this back road in Texas. If you did that in Ohio, you would fly off the road and die. So I don't. Derek, I love Texas culture. They got some good food. I remember the one time I thought Taco Bell was the shit, right? And then I went down there, and Mario and Carlos is like, "Hey, we're going to authentic Mexican," and they went down there.
Show you a thing or two, huh?
Oh, dude, that burrito was this big, and it was huge. And I ordered 2 of those suckers. I appreciate it. Texas, they work hard. All the Texans work hard. They make good money down there. So I appreciate you guys just showing me the culture when I went down there.
Man, here's the deal. There's a lot of good places out there, but it's not. It's obviously the scenery, but it's the people that make the place. And I think Ohio's got some good people in it. Cheers to you, my bud.
Oh, I appreciate it. Well, look, so I will hold on. I'm going to say one more thing, and then we'll go to cons. I promise.
Yeah.
So I do believe they don't make boys and girls in Texas. I think it's women and men. I do with the heat.
Thank you.
Yeah, I do. So there you go. You guys, everything wants to kill you in Texas. So.
Yeah, but I can tell you that Texas literally just took off a couple Tuesdays ago because it got below 20 degrees. Everybody's like, it's about to be a freeze out here. And then, I'm like, oh, man, we're probably all going to stay home. Like, nobody's going to work, dude. Nobody. And then I get up and just cars are, flying through this. And it just one or two, though. Literally, the roads aren't even frozen.
Did you see a lot of wrecks or no?
One, but, dude, the roads wasn't even frozen. And literally, over the course of the day, I realized majority of people wasn't going to work. It was just the few willing, the few good ones. And I was like, yeah, man, Texas we just took off because it was below 20 degrees because this wasn't bad to drive. It wasn't even iced over at all.
All right. You want to hear something funny though? As much as you guys take
ahead.
off on the 20-degree weather, if it gets over 90 degrees or 100, they cancel school. And you guys
Are you serious?
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Do you guys have AC in your school? Because it's 110 down there. I mean, how does the kids? I want to know how they even go out and play in the park. Do they go inside?
We got
and play?
that AC and that old good old insulation.
Excuse me.
That good insulation down here.
Yeah, but do they stay inside when it's 110 outside? Like the kids, I'm talking kids. No, they go outside and play.
No. Liquid IV, baby. Get you a shot of that, maybe a shot of pickle juice. Your preference, obviously, if you want, I prefer the spicy pickle juice, for my little. I'm telling you, dude, I got a little Spanish in me. Somewhere in my lineage, there was a conquistador.
All right, hey, am I going with first cons?
You gotta, go to the first con because I talked. I got
to stand up for this one, right? I'm going to tell this story, all right? This one time story of all this Texas. So there I am, Derek. I'm in Athens, Texas. I'm working for Two Brothers Resources at the time, and it's hot as balls. I don't know. Like I said, there's men and women in Texas. So up here in Ohio, we have beaches, Atwood, all these beaches. And what they do is they're little ponds, little lakes, and they bring sand, and you pay $25. You get to sit on the beach and just enjoy the day, right? So I go to Athens Fishery, and I'm driving around. I don't see any beaches, right? So I go to the boat dock, and I said, ma'am, there's no beaches here. Is there any possible way I can just jump off the boat dock? Well, she's like, hey, you're more welcome to jump off our boat dock, blah, blah, blah. Okay, because you know where this story is going to, right? This is how naive Ohioans are. So the con is, I think you guys, wherever you guys need to go, you need to pay attention. So I get to the door. I said, thank you, ma'am. I'm going to jump in. It's, I get to the door, and before I even got to the door, she goes, hey, sir, by the way, there could be gators inside this pond with all the flooding. I seen Lake Placid. Ain't no freaking way I'm jumping on a pond with a freaking I can't even fathom my process when she said there was gators. So in my mind, I'm thinking everything's fine. I'm just saying the con is pay attention to your surroundings in Texas because everything will kill you.
Well,
so
and see,
that's my story.
Y'all don't even have hogs up there, do y'all?
No, well, that's another thing. So I'm shitting in the woods, right? And I'm hearing some rustling. Derek, I'm not joking, dude. I'm hearing this. Yeah, but I'm hearing this story. I'm hearing stories of these hogs, man. Hey, they can slice your tibia and kill you. And I'm like, what? Yeah, Texas is overpopulated with hogs. I'm like, oh my god. So just be aware where you step in, your surroundings, because there's copperheads. Go tell them about all the snake kinds you have down there. Like they have the biggest rattler
timber rattler
down in Sweetwater, right? Sweetwater, Texas.
Yeah.
Anyways,
dude,
men and women live in Texas. I assure you.
I appreciate those stories, man. Those were. I'm glad to know that you just
you're talking about them. Yeah.
Crapped in our woods and ask permission next time. Those are our hardwoods.
Yeah.
Y'all don't have much pine trees up there, do y'all? Y'all are a lot of hardwoods, a lot of oaks.
No. Yeah. Well, we have some oaks down here: maples, oaks, redwood. Blackwood
Some
or walnut.
oaks.
Yeah. We got hardwood down here, but we hey look, there's a
cottonwood
difference.
trees.
Yeah, but
Let's
there's
just
a
see how many
difference
tree names we can come off with.
That's at George Washington.
Yeah, we went back in old shout out to old 2B BROS. Yeah, man. Some people would be like, that's a Yopon right there, and this. I'm like, what is it?
Like Uncle Mel,
Oak.
Uncle Mel,
Oaks.
Melvin.
Kudos, man. He's a good man. Good man.
Look, I remember going out there. So I was part of the fencing crew of that group, right? And I'd be out there in Texas, going out there to build a fence before the shear and the hot saw and the skidder and the mulchers, right? So we're out there, and here comes Uncle Mel. This guy probably is he's running the project. You don't. He comes out of the wood and goes, "Hey, there's a couple fences back there." I'm like, "What? Dude, you're 86 years old. Like, what are you doing? Like, go get some water. You got to give it up for that man right there."
That's a different breed, man. He's God. He's some people you just want to be like, man. He's one of them. He's one of them.
And it's your uncle, man, or your is your grandpa? Who is it?
God, my uncle, dude.
I just worked for the man. I appreciate it.
In Texas, that Southern charm, we believe that we still had like 10 kids that worked on the farm, and I just happened to be the last one. So I was I was washing the dogs and stuff back on the farm. No, that's you, bud. That's that. Jason's actually. Are you part Amish?
No, I'm not part Amish. I assure you.
So let me get to. So my con is my con on tap, as you should say. Y'all need to hear this. Y'all, not you all. Y'all's food has no seasoning. Y'all need to know that. Y'all do not understand what seasoning is. Y'all don't know what. I bet you never heard of paprika or oregano. I bet you never heard of Slap Your Mama. I bet you never heard of Tony's Satcheries. Oh my! Y'all don't know what seasoning is, and y'all do cook good food. But man, it just feels like.
First of all, I want to know when. So remember, I'm trying to think.
We have got so creative. We are boiling with orange juice water. We are boiling with orange juice now. Do you understand? That's how creative we are. Y'all haven't even got to. You're like, it's not salt and pepper, man. I don't know if we should throw that in there. What is it? Read the back of it again. Make sure it's. It is okay. It is edible. Okay.
Well, so.
Maybe, and then here's what Jason will do.
I'm trying to think. I'm going
to put it in there. I'm going to put it in there. And I'm like, did you put it in there? He's like, yeah, we're just going to do it next time. You're like,
yeah, but I want to know. So I'm trying to think. When you came up here twice, we cooked for you. So the breakfast was good, right? The breakfast was good.
The breakfast was good. The breakfast was good.
All right. You did the eggs, which by the way, I do the eggs too. I put the milk and put the butter. Remember you got to put the milk in last. Remember you said that?
Here's what you have to understand. Here's what you have to understand. When I'm talking about season y'all's food, I'm talking about eggs. People should know how to make a good pancake, good eggs. You don't really season those. It's just that, they taste good. Oh, they taste fresh. They taste homemade. But I'm talking about the foods that need to be seasoned. I'm talking about steak. I'm talking about brisket. I'm talking about meat.
Yeah, but
I'm talking about y'all. What?
So I cooked you a
steak. You know how many times we eat white rice just because we eat white?
Time out.
Goodness, we got to put something in it.
You understand? So wait a minute. You didn't tell me I didn't season the thing, right? I cooked you a steak.
Look, why are you getting your feelings? Time out. Why are you getting your feelings? I'm just sitting here saying.
You didn't tell me I didn't season it. Look, I put the fork to it. I put butter on it. I thought I did. Look.
Texas has like a 4-season law. If you're not putting bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, but you went all right. So okay, look, maybe I messed up. But did you guys went to Rebecca's or Berlin? You guys went to Berlin or Holmes County, the Amish, right? Didn't we take you to Amish?
Yes.
I thought okay. How good was that food?
It was good, bud. It was good. I'm not saying it wasn't good, but if you take time out, I know I got a lot of these.
I'm like, damn, the North don't look.
No. They cook good food, but let me put it this: I think y'all's food tastes more like fresh, if that makes sense.
Well, look,
y'all have fresh.
This is what I'm.
Y'all have fresh tasting food.
So this is what. So okay,
listen,
cool.
somebody. I'm
going to tell you what. So I go down south.
I'm telling you, people in Texas. This is what I'm telling you.
You guys use peppers. And it's ghost peppers, it's Carolina Reapers, and I'm like,
the difference is we can take roadkill and make it taste good. If y'all had roadkill, y'all would be like, oh.
Well, yeah, you got. Look, Hey, do you understand?
If I get some roadkill, it could be me and 2 Mexicans, and we can make it happen with 5 peppers, 2 lemons, and some. Oh,
yeah, but I agree with that.
Chilies, boy.
Look, I remember out there, Playboy cut up a snake, just cut the snake off, ripped it out, and ate that night, put it in soup. And he goes, oh, this keeps the viruses away or bacteria. So the Hispanic community believes that the venom within the snake's blood helps them keeps like sickness away. Am I right, or am I saying it wrong? He literally cut the head off, gutted that thing.
That's news to me, but I could believe it.
Threw it in the cooler, and I was like,
well, I know I've heard of like people, and I could be wrong, but I've heard of people, injecting their horses with like snake venom. So that way, if they ever got bit by I could be wrong. If they ever got bit by a snake, they're immune to it. I don't know. Look it up. I could be wrong. But look, honestly, what I do want to say is that's a hot tap. Okay, bud. I ate at a lot of places. When I'm talking about that, I'm talking about I could come out to Der Dutchman. It was good, bud, but y'all got to put some more Don Chenon in that gravy, son. So, and here's what I'm talking about. Is you got to realize where Texas sits, okay? South of the border is Mexico. East of us is Louisiana. Louisiana heat is different than Mexican heat. You know what I'm saying? Their spicy is not their spicy.
Yeah.
And they have migrated to Texas.
Yeah, but hold on. I'm going to elaborate on what you're trying to say, all right? Yeah. As a northerner, it's 100 degrees outside, all right? We get off work, and this is what you guys, in your mind, at least in a Hispanic mind, it'll be 100 degrees out, right? And at 8 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, guess what they're doing at 90-degree weather at 9 o'clock, Derek? They're pulling out the grill. So now they want to sit next to a grill, drink their what are they drink? Dos Equis. Yeah, they're Sokies. Drink their lime at 9 o'clock at night when it's 90 degrees, because that's how cool it gets down there in Texas in the heat. And then what do you think they're going to do?
Pretty cold. It drops pretty fast in West Texas. Dude, are
we on the same page? Dude, it's hot as balls down in Texas, all right? But then you guys want to put like peppers and jalapenos. And I'm like, wait a minute. That makes no sense to me. We've done sweated our nutsack out.
This is what I want to say though, is I do, first of all, when we went up there to Jason's families and I stayed at Jason's, that was not directed about your food. It was directed, Der Dutchman. It was good. It was good, but it was like, man, if they'd have put a little bit more season, it would really be nice. You know what I'm saying?
What did you think about the coffee shops?
Oh man, I think y'all do like coffee and like
and brew and beer yeah, we have microbreweries here too. You went to the bar. What'd you think?
But does that say? But when I'm saying is that weird? I feel like y'all got good. Like if you tell me to make a sourdough bread, I'm gonna be like, okay. But if you tell Jason, you're gonna be like, yeah, I got it, and I'm gonna trust him because he just looks like somebody else from Walmart up there. I'm like, we're having ciabatta bread. Now we're eating ciabatta bread, Call my family back home. Hey, dude, you wouldn't believe it. Jason's making sourdough, dude. He pulled it out. Yeah, so listen, right. I don't mean that to anybody personally.
Tomato and basil, come on. Tomato and basil and grilled cheese. You didn't even know. That was a mind blow for you. Go ahead. Tell him. Tell them about your tomato and basil.
Here's the deal.
One thing they don't do that.
I will say this one thing for my Texas. One thing for my Texas comrades is we know we got a lot of pride. So chances are, if it's better than what it is, and it's the other side, we're not going to just let them know that. Do you
No,
understand when I stayed
I
at my when I was staying in a camper working on a job in Mississippi? I think I ate grilled cheese and tomato basil for 8 days in a row.
That's right.
I don't know if I would ever be like Jason. It was that good just because he's from up there. But hey, it was that good, dude. It was God. I do like me a tomato basil and grilled cheese sandwiches, and that is at the thanks to the Ohio community. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
What's your next problem? Since I ruffle the feathers with the cooking, what's your next problem? What's your next con?
All right. So I'm down. Well, my next con. So can I tell you a story about Louisiana? Would you?
Yeah.
So Louisiana, Texas. So we're on the boot, right? And we just worked 28 days straight, and our foreman at the time was Caleb. All right, he brings us out and goes, "Hey man, we're gonna have a crawfish bowl." Well, I'm from the north, right? I don't really know what the crawfish bowl, but I was all about it. I was like, "Hey, look, I'm in here. When in Rome, right? When in Rome.
When in Rome, huh?"
So I have a white shirt on, and we're dressed to impress. I remember I took a bite of the.
Hope them nipples ain't inverted, baby.
Yeah, well, it was. I took a bite of the potato, and I literally, my mouth, it burnt off. That's the con. Is like your seasoning is just. I don't know how you guys don't blow out your butthole with steam. I had to change my shirt,
and
I had one potato. One potato.
It may be opening up too much, but I thought I had, that could be the reason that so many Texans struggle with IBS. And that could be the reason is because there's too much sodium in what we're doing. Maybe Jason is onto something. So maybe this is awareness for IBS. If you are currently just eating the wrong food with the wrong sodium, with too high sodium, it is something to consider. So I would talk to your doctor about that or look into that as soon as you could. You
can call Derek. His number. Where's your number at, Derek?
Did you take it still down there?
I don't know. Yeah,
did you not delete it?
Hey, I forgot to tell you. So here's the con. All right, can I give you one more con? Yeah. So I'm going to do back-to-back cons. Right. All right. So here I am. All right. I'm in Texas. Right. This is Texas. I don't understand how you guys allow this at gas stations. This is why I will only go to Bucees. All right, Derek, you know where I'm going with this. And I hope Caleb, Trent, Melvin, any of them Texans are going to be talking about this, all right? I go to an off-brand gas station. So
you remember the name?
No, it's any of them, Derek. It's any of them. It's every single gas station other Bucees, all right? I go to a stall, and I'm sitting taking a shit. All right, I'm going to be honest. Look, I'll leave it up. I'm taking a dookie, all right? And I'm sitting there, and I'm seeing these flies around this trash can. All right, Derek? These flies. So now I'm getting bit by these flies, all right? And then I look inside the trash can. Guess what's inside the trash can, right? These fucking toilet papers of people's shit. So they don't flush them down the toilet. They just throw their dirty toilet paper inside this trash can where the flies are sitting right next to you. I will never look. That's appalling to me. And I went out because remember, this is the naive. This goes back to the alligator, the naive of not knowing. I go out there and dude. I gave it to the gas station. I said, "You got poop in there, and the gas station in there bite me." I said, "This is disgusting. I don't know how you got to do that." And then you guys told me why. It's like that. I had no idea. Why
does when you said that you were sounding like a mother? Like you didn't do it in your voice, you did it like a mom voice.
Well,
tell me out. You knew you shouldn't have been doing this in that toilet paper. You knew there's toilet paper in there with flies on it.
Well, all right. So Derek, I'm going to leave it since you're a Texan. Do you know? So why is there at every stall there's a trash bin? Go ahead, Derek. Explain to all these viewers. Why?
Man,
Texas.
I think it is.
No, it's not. I think you better tell them honest. You better tell them facts.
I really don't think it's a Texas thing, and I know it sounds messed up, but I do think it's.
I guarantee you, in Arkansas and Ohio, they don't have trash cans within the stalls. But you need to be honest with yourself and really explain.
Well, somebody needs to pay me. I'm sitting here taking up for the whole state of Texas, bud. So I don't think it is. It is just the locals of Tejas. I think that. obviously right now, can we just call the elephant in the room? Our border is a mess. And I think that there is plenty of people that has flooded across that border that was not taught to, white properly. Okay, it's just you think this is
no.
And I'm not singling out anybody, but I can tell you.
I can tell you what happened.
Time out. What are you writing on that paper? What are you marking on?
Well,
are you grading my reactions here?
No, no. Any positives I use. Yeah, but
what's my grade right now? Is this like a Madden rating where you got each week you got to get so much credits to just boost your guy up 1 point? My podcast level is at a 78.
Hold on, Derek.
Get my podcast picture.
Hold on. That was the only first comment that you talked about football. Come on, give it up to us. It was Madden. It wasn't even actual Madden football. Yay! All right. No, I'm just
speaking of, have you checked the score on the game?
Wow. Then you got to go with that one, really,
bro? Are you even watching the TV? Quick?
No. I wanted to get this out of the way. I mean, what's the score? So my mama don't get mad. Hurry up.
Let's just. That was your fault last time, bud.
2 minutes.
Casey's up 17-7.
Dang it!
Dang, I thought Baltimore would be in a different spot. So, anyways, let me tell you about this. Finish what you were saying because I did cut it off. I'm sorry.
All I was talking about was Dookie in the trash can. So go ahead.
I
wasn't writing down a score.
I think it is disgusting because I want to say, I hate to say this, but honest to God, looking at you as true as I can be, the last time I saw that was within the last 2 weeks. And I'm like, what is that?
Yeah. If you don't know, I was appalled. I walked out there and I was screaming, and then
hey, you want to talk about sports? This is the second time we got on the toilet. Dude, Jason has some. Could you imagine this man going into the bathroom? There's so many phobias. Oh, phobia, dude! I'm not going in the bathroom because if the lights go out, dude, he's just swinging. he's punching somebody.
Yeah.
But look, man, my last. I think so. It's a different. I think what would you call yours? Because I call it like with anybody from the South, obviously, and I would argue the South goes all the way to probably Tennessee. I got family in Tennessee. Thank you. Y'all better be happy I included you. So we have Southern charm, right? And that's just because when somebody opens the door, you say, "Thanks, bud."
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. No, sir. How do you think that's different being from Ohio? Do you because you are like very nice people. I don't know. I just feel like it's a little bit more homey down here. But how do you see it? Because do you consider us to be that big of a difference?
No, I do. So everybody, even from the north, when because I was ex-military, and then my mom, I was a single mom. So if you didn't say yes sir, no ma'am, you were probably getting whacked. So you don't see it a lot up here up north, which is sad. Down south, you see it all the time. But you guys are very, rugged. When I went down there, remember I'm a northerner. To even enter a conversation with you guys laughing. Because me, when we first met, you were very, hey, so it's like
because I had my hooey head on.
Yeah, but it seems like all Texans have this front. So what their dad said, hey, don't show any emotions, don't let anybody see your weak side. I think that's what I see more of is like they're stern, they're very straightforward, which you got to appreciate, I mean, think about it.
It's
anybody comes to your
place.
land, absolutely. Absolutely, and you are going to get the very southern charm down there. And then, I remember I drove my Subaru down there, right? So I had a Subaru Legacy, and everybody was throwing dip, because they were standing up higher. They would throw their dip right on my windshield, my window, because I had to look up and you know what I mean?
Hey!
Yeah, what are you doing?
This is an 89 Honda!
It's all-wheel drive!
Oh, man. Look. I may have to let you float it for about a minute, okay? Because as y'all can see, Dad's been taking care of business on the tee. So I'm going to have to take a 5 minute, not a 5 minute. I'm just going to be going for like 45 seconds and take a pee. Is that all right? Well, because Jason has another topic about art that he wants to get into.
Yeah.
So, Jason, if you could,
I will
what
tell
you're
him.
about to get into. Please draw me a picture while I'm gone.
No, I'm not going to draw you.
And I want to judge
I
it.
will draw you a picture.
I want to judge it. Okay, so I'm going to pee because I really have to, guys. This is not a joke. It's actually like
I'm gonna fill them in why I think this is why it's a serious issue, right? So hey, have you guys anybody took art class or went to college for being an art history major or go to college to take art classes because that was like a prerequisite? In my mind, I cannot comprehend how you can grade art. Does that make sense? Like, how can you grade art? Like, I see cats walking across boards, putting paw prints on, and they're like, $1,000. And I'm like, I got to see. And I did a hell of a lot job better than that cat right there. So I guess my question to you guys is leave a comment, leave a quote to Speakeasy Podcasting at yahoo.com. Feel free. Make a comment on this section. I'm sure he's going to rip it and strip it. But how do you guys feel when you think about art and then getting graded for art and then having not even A+? Like, I think everybody that has art should have an A+. Derek's coming back. We'll see his take on it.
All right,
Derek. All right. So art. What's your take on art? I want to hear the whole conversation. So does viewers.
Keep Austin weird, man. What's my take on art?
Yeah.
If you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. Some people just shouldn't draw, man. Some people shouldn't sing, man. Some people shouldn't do what they're doing because they consider it art and it's not art. But at the same time, I do appreciate art, man. No lie. I just went on like a woodworking binge on Etsy, and I was kind of like, man, this is art.
Okay, you ready, Eric?
But,
Eric, hold on. Hold that thought. I'm going to show you my art. And you grade it. You grade it. Okay?
Okay. So I would say that there's a little bit of hang on. There's a little bit of like Indian kind of something like lineage of the Indians, or maybe a mesh of Chinese language, and in the middle is just very obscure, but it has a passage. And then the right, it just looked like you just did something to distract me. I think it's probably a solid C minus.
See my point? Does everybody get my point on art? I can't fathom how you're going to go to art class or art school and get C's.
Time out. Could you fathom how somebody?
Now you're just using my word.
Could you fathom?
You just thought that was a cool word to use, right?
Could you fathom how somebody says, "I am," and keep in mind, I got to walk on eggshells because I do have my wife's family's very big into the art community here. So, could you fathom like saying, "All right, go to school for 4 years," and then they get out and then they come out with something that you just drew? What would you say?
All right.
I went to art school for 4 years. Show the picture you just drew, Jason. Show the picture you just drew. I went to literally show the. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I went to art school for 4 years.
I didn't.
This is my masterpiece.
Yeah.
This is my masterpiece. It is called The Lady in Scarlet.
Yeah, but so hey,
what are you like?
Yeah, but what about AI? What about AI, bud? Think about this.
AI is dangerous, bud.
Yeah, if you're a painter, good luck. AI is going to paint all over you.
I saw some stuff AI did, and keep in mind the art community it's never going to die just because you can't beat to the artists out there. You cannot beat what you do on a day-to-day basis.
Hold on,
touch.
Hey, is this? If you go to a museum, is this? I hate how they stare at a picture like this for hours. And you know what? An art major too. They put it behind their back. This is how they walk. You know, it's like
hey, speaking of art, look at that old speakeasy podcasting back there, done by no other than Mr. J himself.
Well, look, I got to give credit to my little bit. Yeah, thank you, sir. Beautiful. But I did have help. Gabby helped me, which is my wife's sister. So I appreciate
first of all, shout out to that man's wife, because if you'd have seen that man's camera angle in his setup before we was fixing to go on to this podcast, you'd have been like, Jason, the camera's it's on a 90-degree angle. This is in the way. And this man's wife says, look, I'm going to fix you just this one time, and you cannot talk about this podcast anymore.
Yeah, right.
Because that's what my wife says. Nah, man, my wife's been super cool. She's sometimes you just get excited, man, and it's hard not to, especially when look, guys, we enjoy this. We enjoy interacting with you guys. We dude, it's crazy how you get on here and you like, dude, we can go on this topic or we can go on that topic. But it's just really like we enjoy talking to each other. We enjoy kind of just goofing
the
around,
feedback.
Man.
But we like to hear the feedback too. So that we. But I think it's so easy for us to engage in a conversation and dialect between each other, and that's why we just started doing this. Was we would do it for hours on end, and our wives were like, "Why don't you guys put that on a podcast?" Which, by the way, we were planning on doing this a while back. Derek told you about 3 years ago it was a dream, and now it's a reality. So, Derek, seriously, I appreciate you in December doing it.
You know, we're pretty devoted Call of Duty players. As we are devoters of Jesus Christ, we are, like I said, we're pretty devoted Call of Duty players. So, you know, we've had a lot of hours to come up with just stupid topics and topics that didn't matter and topics that we were like, man, if we did get in front of a video camera,
all right.
You know, who knows? We may have a Twitch in a year. Who knows? Yeah. We may let y'all into a little bit of the gaming world. But
yeah,
look, man,
Derek's got an OnlyFans, right? He's got an OnlyFans. So, hey, you brought up Jesus Christ. I'm going to tell you a Karen story of what. So you went to church today, right? I went to church, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
I got my Jesus. Hallelujah. All right.
Yes, I went to church. Amen.
All right. How many times do you see guys? So remember the lessons being brought, the gospel's getting read, and you go out there to take a bathroom break, and you see 20 guys on their phone, not even going, but they'll go to their home and be like, "Look, I went to church today." Doesn't that bother you as a pet peeve?
Look, I'm gonna say it like this because she's, you know, it's crazy because you know that like the church is where we got to be the most sensitive, right? Isn't that weird? And you're just supposed to be the most honest. I think that I don't want to say, because when you say you reap what you sow, it's kind of like for bad karma. But literally, if you reap going to church and you got the visual picture of everybody seeing you at church, but here's the deal, my boy or my girl. If you're not going into the service, if you're not listening and doing of the things, then guess what? You already have bad soul. You're probably not going to have good fruit. Was that too much?
No. I mean, look. I was just talking about people out there in the foyer. But yeah.
I'm sorry to get deep on the theology. I'm gone.
Yeah, look. But so we're leaving. All right, we're leaving. We're leaving the parking lot. All right. And remember, we go to these mega churches up here in Ohio, and there's a line, right? People let you out. You know, they take turns letting you out. But then you got those cutters. Do you guys have these cutters that cut in line? Like, so they think they can get in front of 4 more cars in front of you. So they'll go up, try to get in front to another stop. Anyways, it's just.
Look, I just want to say that if you are consistently at church in the foyer, you know, I'm just, man, you got to be in there, man. The part of it's not a religion, it's a relationship type thing. That's how I believe. I believe a religion that is man-made. Obviously, you have a relationship and you have a duty to do to your higher power, your God. And with that being said, you can't not do work and expect a successful relationship. And I know we're not claiming to be a theology show, but
Yeah,
let me ask you this. If you got married to your wife and you gave up on doing the duties you should do for your wife day in and day out, then guess what? You would probably be divorced within 10 years.
Jeez.
I'm just saying, it's not. You cannot look.
Wow, we just went down a rabbit hole.
Time out. We're on minute 55. So if anybody's watching this, kudos to you, my boy. Because I'm gonna I don't even know where I got my boy because I think I heard that.
Yeah, that's twice now.
My boy.
Yeah, my boy.
That's not gonna be a new one. Big dog. That's mine.
Yeah.
Man, if you're still watching this, kudos. But look, like I said, I want to just say. Because it is an important point. Like it's an important thing to discuss because it's humorous because it's so true.
Yeah.
It's so true. But guess what? You can't really say that because you can't really – it's uncomfortable to call out people or whatever. But like I said, well, I don't want to say you reap what you sow because we have taken that term to mean like negative. Like bad karma, like guess what?
Just do better. That's what he's really saying. Just do better. I'm not saying I'm a saint. I'm not a saint.
No. So what I was meaning by that, just real quick last, because I got to round that off.
Go ahead.
Is that you can not expect
the rapture
to exercise.
Didn't happen, I promise.
You cannot expect to get fit and not exercise. Go ahead and fix it. The man started talking about religion, and we're ripping. This stuff's happening now, baby. But look, man, I'm sorry. Shoot. Like I said, that's just a little bit of my take. But man, we're at 56 minutes. Could we not just go for an hour and a half?
Oh, yeah, we could easily do it.
We get on here every week, and time, man.
Just in light of 2024, we are thinking. Go ahead, Derek. Tell us what the future is. First of all, we appreciate all you guys that have added us on Facebook. Spotify is still up there. We'll give you a new episode every week. If you have any questions, comments, or any concerns, feel free to go to speakeasy.com, speakeasypodcasting at yahoo.com. We're here. Sorry, I apologize, but go ahead, Derek. Send us out.
Oh man, you're good. Look, dude. Man, like I said, look, me and Jason, we've had our highs and our lows with this thing. But ultimately, dude, we're on a high because at the end of the day, we're doing this, and we've already had really good feedback and extremely blessed and thankful. And we encourage it. We encourage it. Man, I'm happy. I'm ready for week 4. I'm ready, like I said, but we got some big stuff in the future. Here's the deal. We like talking sports, so that's going to come up too. Don't worry.
Well, I was hoping you were going to go to that because I just got done talking to one of our friends, and I said it'd be nice to have.
If you like sports, don't worry. We're going to get there. We're big football guys, but we got to hit it at the right time. I like the MLB, but I like the Houston Astros. So should I start it off by letting the whole world just tell me how bad my team cheats? Nah, man. Look, we're going to at the right time. Give it in due time. So that's going to start at the right time, and then who knows, man? We may do UFO hour. We may just have spaceships behind us and stuff. Or we just talk about weird stuff that nobody wants to hear. But if you think that there's something more to this thing, you're going to listen.
Look, if you guys have any questions about that, you need to watch Skinwalker Ranch, right? That's where I'm directing them to. Skinwalker Ranch, it's crazy. Just watch the first episode and get to where I'm at.
We're going to get into all that. All that. But like I said, man, hey, thank y'all for coming in. Jason, tell them you've already told them where they can find us. But, hey, at the end of the day, we appreciate the views. My co-host here, Jason, put them sunglasses back on so they can't see what you're looking at.
Yeah. Hey, if you guys want to stay safe in the gym, just, black it out.
And for the last time, show them people what art is. Show them people what art is.
Hey, I'm going to sell this for $1 million.
Yes, sir. That will be on Etsy for $575.
We'll auction it off. I'll even put my name on it.
Hey,
Jason,
guys, y'all be good. We'll see y'all next week. Who knows? You may see us quicker than that, but I don't know. But soon enough. Remember, speak easy.
Yep. Stay true to yourself, guys. Stay true to each other. We appreciate you.
Bye.